Hello! Bit of an unusual one today. We're going to do an unboxing, which is unusual for this channel because normally we're just diving straight into code or doing something with Unity at least. So we're going to be unboxing the Steam Link, which is the box that plugs into your TV, and we're going to be taking apart this box here, which is the controller, which looks very much like an owl to me, but we'll see what it looks like on the inside once we cut these puppies open like a fish on a slab after the fade. Okay, I'm dying to see what's inside this box. We're going to open up the Steam controller first of all. So this is the Steam controller box. There's not a lot to it. I should probably hide the serial number there. And that's it. It's pretty much on the back. It tells you what's included on the box there, if I can just get it into shot. So it includes the actual controller itself. It includes a charge cable. It includes batteries, and it also includes a Wi-Fi dongle. So if we open this up now, I am going to use my doohickey to open it up and try and save the packaging as much as I can. Not very well. So I'll slide this off. Oh, ooh, it's got the little Valve logo down there, well, Steam logo down there. Oh, more tape. There we go. And ready. That's it. Fairly boring actually. There's not much to it. This is actually, I thought this was plastic when I saw this on Boogie's stream. It looked like this was plastic. This is actually like it's got the embossed Steam logo there. It's actually like, I would say recycled paper, I'm gonna guess. So yeah, so we have the controller in here. Oh, it smells electronicsy. We've got the controller itself, which has got those paddle buttons in the back, and you can see here we've got the triggers. I feel actually those triggers feel quite nice actually in the hand. They're I'll show you compared to an Xbox controller in just a sec. I'm guessing that's a USB charge cable in there, or a charge port in there. And yeah, we got it looks like it really does look like you're putting your thumbs in an owl's eye, which is kind of weird. Oh, they click. Oh, they click. Oh, that's weird. I didn't think that would click. There's a definite click there. Oh, and this clicks as well. Huh. And it's got back and all that kind of stuff. And it has, everyone's complaining that these buttons here are quite small. They're not too bad. They feel, they are quite small. They feel like mini M&Ms compared to the sort of normal sized M&Ms, if you like. So compare in sizes. So there's the two of them together. So you can see the Xbox controller there. And I'll just sort of show you them side by side. So I mean, there's not much to them, I guess. The difference is that this one bulges up and this one obviously slopes down, so that you have it's right in the palm of your hands there. This, by the way, is my favorite controller ever. I love this controller. It's so good. I never thought that this would be comfortable, but it's so comfortable. This one might take a bit of getting used to, obviously, because of the thummy bits up here and the fact that they're discs, but it's also got the analog stick down here as well, which is, I believe they added this later on, but anyway. So what else do we have inside here? That's the controller here. We also have battery pack and a Wi-Fi dongle. I believe that's a Wi-Fi dongle. Can you see it? Can you see it? It has the Steam logo on there, in fact. Ugh, look at my fingernails. Yuck. So yeah, it's got the Steam logo on there. Underneath the cardboard we have, oh, there's more things in here. I'll come back to that in a sec. We have some manuals. We've got a quick start guide, and we have a product guide as well. So there's lots of legal text in foreign languages there that I can't read because I only read English badly. There's an explanation there as to how you can set up your controller, so things like that, and we'll go over that in just a sec. And in here, I believe this is some kind of extender. Which I'm not sure how we get open. Oh, that comes out separately. Okay, so there's this is the it's got the mini Wi-Fi. It's got a mini USB on it to normal USB, and there is this extender here, which I can't seem to get out. There we go. Which is this guy, which I'm assuming just sort of sits underneath your TV so that you can just plug it in a little bit easier rather than trying to reach around the back and trying to sort that kind of stuff out. So yeah, so that's it. That's what you get in the box. You get a controller, you get this extender, you get a charge cable or a connector cable. These are not rechargeable batteries. I just want to point that out. These are just normal Duracell copper colored top things. And finally, where did I put the other thing? That's not the controller you get. It's the wrong controller. You get this controller. And the other thing you get is the Wi-Fi dongle. So yeah, that's it. That's what you get inside that's what you pay your money for. Alright, so now that we've had a look at the controller, let's have a look at the actual machine itself. So there's actually a little logo there. That is the machine itself. So I'll get my doohickey out on here and we'll make short work of these sticky bits here. I'm trying to keep the boxes. I like having the boxes because you never know when you're going to need them again. And this one here. And this should just slide off. Like that. Very, very similar box to the controller box. It's got the little Steam logo up the top there. It's just a plain blue box. You'd never know what was inside it. There's a serial number and all that kind of stuff down there. And yeah, so let's crack this puppy open. Okay. Ta-da. And there you go. That's what hits you. It's quite small actually. So I mean, again, comparing this to an Xbox controller, it's about that size, so it's much smaller than an Xbox controller. It's really heavy though. Really heavy. There's a lot of weight in there, and there's nice little rubber feet there in the back. So we have our standard ports in the back. We've got our HDMI, networking. I think this has got, if I remember rightly, this has got Wi-Fi. But you really should plug it in. It's a streaming device, so you really should plug it into the network. Wi-Fi is not a good thing to do if you get streaming devices. And then we have 3 USB ports. I think those are USB 2s. We also have a power port here as well. I think these are USB 2s because USB 3s are they have the blue marker, and these are all black. So I'm guessing these are there. And then there's nothing on the front. Nothing. So that's it. Just the sides there, and that's it. That's the box there. More recycled paper. And inside we have our quick start guide and our product link. The product guide. Like that. See? You see it? You see it now? You see it? You see it? You see it? And under the manuals we have a box. Oh, I thought that would just lift out. Oh, it lifts out the entire box because it's glued shut. Okay, and that's that box. Alright, back to the doohickey again. Okay, so let's find out what's in here. I'm going to assume it's cables, and there are some other things in here. There's adapters for every conceivable country in the world. That's Australian. I've got a funny feeling that's Australian. That's from dear old Blighty. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Look at that. Blighty gets a word in there. That's for Europe, I think. Very much European peoples. And that gets us into this box here, which is, well, there you go. So by default, the adapter has the North American plug on it. So there's the socket adapter there. So this works very reminiscent to Apple devices. They have this sort of functionality where the two prongs are just under there, and all you do is you just slide your attachment in there. That's really handy. So if I'm going to the UK, obviously I need to humph my computer with me, but never mind. It's a streaming device after all. There you go. That's what it would look like if I was in the UK. It would have that adapter on it. It's kind of handy. Obviously, I live in Canada, so that's the one for me. What else do we have in here? We have a very, very, very thin networking cable. That's actually really nice. That's actually a nice touch. I like that. That's really handy. And also it's black, which is nice as well, because if you have like a hi-fi TV setup, you don't want your cables looking all multicolored. You don't want a yellow cable or a blue cable. That's actually really nice. So yeah, kudos there, Valve. And finally, dun, 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 what is this? An HDMI cable. People, this is what we need. We also need USB cables in with printers, okay? So this is perfect. Thank you very much, Valve, for putting that in there. That is awesome. And that's it. That's all that there is in that. Is there anything else in here? Don't think there is. No, there's no secrets. There's no keys or anything. Yeah. So all in all, this is what was inside those boxes. I'll ignore the manuals and things, but this is essentially what was inside the boxes. Was a controller, USB cable, some batteries, wireless adapter, and an extender for the charge cable there, HDMI cable, lots and lots of adapters for different regions of the world, which we're not going to bother with, the actual adapter itself that plugs into the kit, the networking cable as well that you're going to need. Do not use Wi-Fi. I'm telling you right now, if it does work, it will be a miracle, but let's not take the risk on that one. And then finally, the actual box itself, which has a bit of heft on it. I'm assuming they just have a metal plate in there. I'm not going to tear it down. Actually, I'm also going to guess that the screws are actually underneath this rubber plate here. But yeah, there's a bit of weight to that. And also sharp corners, so you could probably do some damage there. It's probably going to end up in Justice TV as a murder weapon at some point. So yeah, so that is the contents of those two boxes. So yeah, I'm surrounded by boxes now. All these, I've got some literature to read. What I'm planning on doing is I actually have this is a TV I have here. So I'm going to set up the box now. And we're going to try it out. We're going to start connecting this up. So I'm going to go through the quick start guide and see how easy this is to actually set up. And then eventually this is actually going to go in my main TV, which is upstairs, not in the deep and dank basement that we're in just now. So I'm going to go off and do that. I'm going to set everything up, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some recording done using this camera, the one that's I'm pointing at right now. I'm going to point it at that TV screen, and then we'll see what the controller feels like. See what the controller feels like, whether it does feel like you're pushing your thumbs into an owl's head. We'll take a break. The break will be instantaneous to you because it will be over as soon as I click my fingers.